Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this May the 13th, 2025. I'm hoping everybody had a great Tuesday out there so far, but it's a great Tuesday evening. Hope everybody can stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather, because that's the only weather you got. Alrighty, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at this here little upper level low spinning over portions of Tennessee and Kentucky region, bringing a lot of flash flooding up into portions of West Virginia, even western areas of Virginia region as well, bringing lots of flooding. You'll see that in the current watches warning advisory map. We got scattered activity moving across the southeast, but the main activity is moving across Pennsylvania up into New York State, and will continue to push on up into portions of Connecticut over toward New Hampshire, Vermont, and also into Maine and Newfoundland and in New Brunswick area as well later on. And also pushing on out into the tropical Atlantic. You can see we got some activity around the Bahamas, also down toward Cuba. We got a system out here in the eastern tropical Atlantic, nothing to write home about. Activity across South America. Here's this system here. I'm still kind of keeping an eye across Central America. Look like it's starting to try to get some kind of tropical development. Right now, I do not see anything from the National Hurricane Center about this system, but there's something we need to keep an eye on, because this one, and this one looks a little suspicious to me. Could be something development, but right now they do not have any discussion about any tropical development in the Eastern Pacific at this time. But these here do need to be closely monitored, because any of these storms, any little intensification or development could spell a tropical system in the Eastern Pacific or around Central America, in the Eastern Pacific between Central America and the Hawaiian chain island out there as well. You can see some activity trying to move into the Baja region of California, Mexico, and Texas. We got another system up here through portions of the Dakotas, down through portions of areas of Colorado. We got another upper level low spinning over here, portion of Utah, Nevada, and Idaho region as well, bringing some precipitation into Montana and Idaho regions also. And you can see another storm system on the northwestern portion of the screen, which will be moving eastbound into southwestern Canada, and also reaching Washington and Oregon states later on down the road. So, alright, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like these videos, share these videos, and thank you for making it over 600 subscribers. Let's continue to make that 700 subscriber mark. So if anybody knows anybody that wants to join the Mike Bass Weather Forecast channel, please send them over my way. Love to have them. I can keep them up to date with the latest forecast. So send them on over my way, and let's continue getting the show on the road here, folks. Excuse me. Alright, we got thunderstorms and showers from Maine to New York State to Pennsylvania to the Carolinas, Georgia, Alabama, stretching up toward Lake Superior, Lake Huron region around Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, through the Dakotas to Montana to Colorado, Nebraska. Even got some heavy rain and severe weather possible from Nebraska to portions of South and North Dakota and portions of Iowa and southwestern Minnesota. Even got some critical fire weather over southeastern Arizona and southern New Mexico. Even got some shower activity up here in portions of Washington, Oregon State, with mixed precipitation further inland, stretching over into Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, Nevada, Utah, and Colorado regions as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Wednesday. Here's a look at your Thursday forecast now. You can see we got thunderstorms and showers from New Brunswick to Maine to Connecticut, Massachusetts, down to Pennsylvania, into the Carolinas, also the Atlantic coastal waters, stretching back to Tennessee, to Arkansas, to Missouri, to Illinois, to Wisconsin, up here around Lake Superior, Lake Huron region, also over to Ottawa, Canada region as well, around Michigan, also to Minnesota, to the Dakotas, Montana, also down to Nebraska and Colorado region as well. Severe weather up here around the Great Lakes, from Wisconsin to Michigan, down in the portion of Ohio, Indiana, portion of Illinois, and maybe a little bit of northern Kentucky region as well. Even got some shower activity in portions of Washington, Oregon State, with mixed precipitation inland areas stretching over to Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, also in the portion of Colorado, Utah, and like I say, much of Idaho regions as well. A little bit of thunderstorm and shower activity across South Florida and the Florida Keys. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Thursday. Alright, excuse me. Let's take a look at the current watches warning advisory map for your location across the nation. Alright, here we go. We got some frost advisories over here in portions of California. Wind advisory over central and southern California. Again in portions of Colorado, Utah to much of New Mexico and Arizona region. Got red flag warnings stretching from areas of New Mexico, Colorado, Arizona region, western Texas. Also again in portion of Michigan, portion of Wisconsin, Minnesota, North and South Dakota. Getting ahead of myself there, folks. But anyway, there we go. We even got some. Let's see. Make sure that ain't red flag. Excessive heat warnings. Yeah, we got excessive heat warnings down here in areas of Texas. Heat advisories in the orange there as well. We have some. Let's see. Try to find blow and dust advisories in portion of southeastern areas of New Mexico and West Texas. And also we have, like I said, some high wind warnings. They're also in portion of Arizona and New Mexico. Alright, we have some winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories for portions of Montana and also into portions of Wyoming. Hydro issues there as well in portions of Montana, Wyoming region. The river flood warning still continues for Arkansas to Mississippi to Louisiana, Alabama, and also East Texas. Also special weather statements for Illinois, up into Michigan, and also portion of Wisconsin and portion of southeastern areas of Minnesota. Alright, we even got some flood advisories over Kentucky, up into portion of Indiana and Ohio. You see the flash flood warnings I was talking about in the earlier video over portion of Ohio to West Virginia to Virginia region. And even got some flood advisories and flood warnings in that vicinity as well. Flood watches for south portion of Pennsylvania through Virginia into eastern North Carolina. Even got some flood advisories and severe thunderstorm warnings in eastern North Carolina. And also we have some more river flood warnings for South Carolina, area rivers, and also southeast Georgia. And then we have some coastal flood advisory up here around New Jersey, and a little bit of flood advisories in portion of Connecticut. Alright. Small craft advisory gale warning stretching from Boston all the way down to the Outer Banks of North Carolina, also down toward the Wilmington area of North Carolina as well. Then again from area of Louisiana to southeastern Texas. Then again from southern California up to Washington State. Central and South Hawaiian Chain Island, got the small craft advisories there. Central North looks good. Also around the Alaska area. Inland areas, we got some hydro issue in the blue, freezing spray warnings, and a little bit of a storm warning down across South Alaska regions as well. Alright, now let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center outlook for your Wednesday. This is it's going to look like this here. We got a marginal risk for portion of the Carolina, just east of Columbia, up towards the Myrtle Beach area, Camden, South Carolina, you're included, Wilmington, North Carolina, Raleigh, up toward Virginia Beach, Richmond, Virginia, up toward Washington and Baltimore areas as well. A marginal risk from McCook, portion of Kansas, all the way up to Minot, North Dakota, Fargo, North Dakota. Here's that slight risk from Bismarck down toward Norfolk. General thunderstorm from Spokane to Cheyenne to Marquette to Atlanta, all the way over towards the Springfield and Boston area of the northeastern U.S. Tornado probability going to look like this. 2% around Aberdeen to Pierre to Valentine to Norfolk to Omaha, just north of Lincoln, and also Sioux Falls area as well. The damaging winds look like this. 5% from northeast to Columbia up to Baltimore, Maryland. Then from McCook to Minot. And then there's that 15% from Norfolk to Bismarck, North Dakota for damaging winds. Large hail is going to look like this. 5% from Minot, North Dakota to McCook to Omaha. And then around Norfolk to Sioux Falls to east of Pierre and east of Valentine, 15% risk area for large hail. Alright, let's move on to day number 3, and it's going to look something like this here in just a few minutes. Okay, here is the severe weather outlook for day 3. General thunderstorm from Wilmington, North Carolina to Charlotte, to far north is Burlington, Vermont, and far west at to Great Falls, Montana, and Spokane, Washington, to Dallas, Texas. Marginal risk stretching from Little Rock, Arkansas, to Buffalo, New York, all the way to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Alright, we have a slight risk from Evansville, Kentucky to Fort Wayne to Chicago to Milwaukee to Green Bay. Then we have a enhanced risk from La Crosse to just south of Duluth and just west of Green Bay for severe weather. The probability looks like this: 5% from portion of Little Rock, Arkansas to Buffalo, New York. And then there's that 15% from Duluth down to Evansville. And there's a significant area of severe weather. And the red area, this is where we could have some large tornado damaging winds and some large hail, up to baseball size hail in that vicinity. So will not be surprised to see that as well in the red areas. So get ready, folks. Stay safe and stay weather prepared in those areas for your Thursday. Alright, here's a look at day number 4, which is Friday. From the Storm Prediction Center, we still have a slight risk of severe weather from Memphis to Jackson to Nashville to Bowling Green, also at the Louisville and Evansville area. And then a marginal risk will outline the area. Would not be surprised to see this 15% risk area could expand east, west, north, or south. So anywhere outside of this 15% area, it could be expanded either direction. So, and also right now we looked at the latest prediction center from the Storm Prediction Center from 5 through 8. Right now, anywhere from Texas to up toward north to South Dakota, maybe far east is Michigan, and also maybe toward the portions of Alabama and also over toward Mississippi. This area here could have more outlooks issued. Right now, they're not confident enough to put it in there, but anybody from that area points toward that vicinity, maybe even along the east coast from Florida to portions of New York State, could be included in later forecasts. Right now, confidence is too low from the Storm Prediction Center to add anything, but we will continue to monitor. As soon as they post it, I will pass it along to you. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. We'll catch you back in the next video, so have a wonderful Tuesday evening, folks. Take care. Also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got.